Hello, nieces and nephews. It's week 19, year 2021, and we're live again. This is Uncle Bill. Like I said, it's week 19. This is Climb Week because on Uncle Bill's Variety Channel, which is an unniched channel, we cook, we camp, we create, we critique, and we climb. Climb is metaphorical for physical activity. Physical activity is what we're going to be all about this week. Uncle Bill was hoping to have his weighted workout vest. I'm getting a whole whopping 8-pound vest, almost next to nothing. But I figured, why not try the 8-pound vest first? I've been watching several weighted vest workout videos, and I have some ideas for my own. One is going to be a weighted video vest versus a homemade DIY weighted video vest. And that goes into the 5 crazy things that I have for you today, all of which are related to working out and having fun. Hi, Bridget. Great to see you here today. And it's good to see you in chat. And I'm here with Bridget and myself at the moment. Now, the 5 crazy things. First off, for the DIY, I figured why not? Most everybody has a nice little backpack somewhere. By the way, this is a great deal over at Walmart. It's still probably under $5. It is the Ozark Trail 10-liter day pack. This is like amazing. This is number 1. Now, my thought for this week is I'm going to weight this thing down to 8 pounds and use that against my 8-pound vest, which is coming. And that'll be more ergonomic probably than this. But who doesn't have a backpack at home? So you put some weight in it. Oh, by the way, and who doesn't have some pennies at home? I know I have at least 8 pounds worth of pennies. So I'm going to fill these bags up with pennies, put them in this pack, and have an 8-pound workout with my backpack. Sounds pretty easy. That ought to work. That's a DIY that you can do in like under, 30 seconds? Probably even less. Now, the next thing that is a workout thing related, a little handball exerciser. This one I got for free at Gold's Gym. They were, as you can see, it wore off, but this was from Gold's Gym. They were at some fair that I went to, I think probably in Imperial Beach or something. I can't remember exactly. But this is a nice little stress reliever or hand exerciser or grip and have all sorts of fun exerciser. There's number 2 of things to think about. Now, I'm not sure if I've shown you this one already, but this is a bite exerciser. And that's good for your neck and for your chin. And Andrew, great seeing you today. I hope that you're having a great day in England. I'm introducing Climb Week. And this week I have a weighted vest coming. I'm doing a DIY versus weighted vest. They're both going to be 8 pounds. And we'll see what happens there. And the weighted vest that's DIY is basically I'm taking a backpack, which is store-bought, and filling it with pennies because pennies make great weight. Another thing from I think I shared this in my last video, but this is also something that you can use for exercise related because you can stretch with this. This is too close in for me to do it. I was going to go over the back, but you can stretch your shoulders with this. This is too tight, too close in. I would need to have it further out. I guess if I went like this, I could do it. So you take it at a comfortable length to your arms and then come all the way back and around like that. And that will work to keep your flexibility. So there's number three items which are physically, oh yeah, the pennies counted too. So I think we're up to 5. Am I up to 5, Bridget? I don't know. Andrews, I have been going crazy with my air fryer, speaking of physical activity, and that's keeping us fit by consuming food because we all have to eat. And there was one other thing. Oh, yeah, it's over to my right. That's why I didn't remember it. One other crazy thing. I know I haven't shared this one yet. This is a workout chart. It has all sorts of different exercises you can do, and you don't even have to have anything other than a shirt, your pants, and shoes are optional. So that's all sorts of crazy things. Anybody got any questions? Because it is question and answer time, and it's great to see y'all here. Lost count, sorry. I know, it was pretty tough. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got all 5 in there. And last week, I went back to visit my mom in North Carolina. That was a full day travel on Monday and a full day travel on Friday. Man, are my arms tired. No, I didn't fly out. I did fly there. I forgot to leave that in there when you talk about it. The standard, what was it, Abbott and Costello? Andrew, do you, I haven't been, I need to get over to your channel. I'm going to do it right after I do the live today and catch up on my videos because you definitely have some best cooking videos around, other than mine, of course. Yeah, right. I think everybody has a unique video on cooking, and it's so much fun to watch everybody else's. I love the way yours mix the music in with the videos, and the way it's just simply put out there, and it's great. I did one the other day. I actually air fried a 9-inch tortilla in an 8-inch pizza pie pan that's made for air fryers. So you press the tortilla down in there. And then because I'm lazy and want to do everything all in one step, I put 2 eggs in there really carefully. And then I put a wedge of cheddar cheese that was shaped like a little triangle. I had some leftover fries from the day before. I laid the fries in. So I had a little, kind of like a jack-o'-lantern, but, a smiley face. And then I used 2 jalapeno slices for the iris on the eyes. And I put it in the air fryer. The irises slid, so I had to reposition them after it was done, but it was perfect. The whole thing cooked on the preheat setting on my air fryer. So I went 5 minutes, 400 degrees, and presto digitation, the eggs were cooked. The fries, oh yeah, I forgot to say the leftover fries. I did say leftover. So they were already cooked, so I didn't have to worry about that. And the cheese was melted. It was I picked at it for a while, and then I rolled it up like a tortilla and ate it. It was fun. Have you heard about the vibration platform? Thinking of buying one? Yes, I have heard about them. Make sure you get one that has the stability. Let's see, can I show you something? Give me a second. I'll be right back. They have those vibration platforms, and there's two types. I prefer the ones that actually have supports along the side so that you have stability. But they do also have vibration mats, which I would not recommend for people that are in our age group, which is basically just a vibrating mat and you stand on it. Well, I have to get back further. And while you're standing, let me aim this so that it's aiming at me so you can hear me better. So here's me without it. I would be standing on it, and then there's nothing to keep me from falling. So I'm getting the full benefit of it. But the problem is while I'm getting the full benefit of it, I can fall over. If you get one that does not have some sort of support down here like this, you could think about buying, in addition to your vibration platform, a set of hiking poles. A simple, easy thing. And I haven't talked to anybody who's owned one, so going to be honest about that, of course. So I don't know how well they work. I do know the principle behind them. They help with getting your muscles basically to exercise because they're moving so fast. Your muscles are unconsciously exercising, which is great, and you'll feel. I don't know if you'll feel the burn, but you will get the results, which is the important thing. So why not give it a try? I mean, if you got the money and you can afford it, it's a good thing. But be leery that you need to have basically something to keep you from falling over. I hope that answered your question. And yes, is it, Andrew, is it for stability or just for exercise or both? And I wonder if I glitched out. Am I still there, Bridget? Because I can see me. The joys of Cox Cable. Yes, I did say my cable provider, Cox. Yeah. Yay, Matt. Thanks. Doing exercise this week and going to have presentation at the end of the week, and it's going to be based on the 8-pound vest that I ordered, which I do not have yet, but I do have what I'm going to compare it to, which is I paid $22, I think, for the 8-pound vest on Amazon. Ozark Trails, 10-liter backpack, one of the best buys over at Walmart for under $5. Can you believe that? Nice little backpack. It's even got padded back, and I'm going to fill it up with 8 pounds of pennies. So that should be a good comparison. I'm going to do a workout on my maxi climber, see what the difference is, a workout on my treadmill, see what the difference is, and go for a walk. I figure that's a adequate running and gunning type of comparison. Oh, speaking of running and gunning, Matt, you'd appreciate this. And Oh God, I could punch myself in the head. It made me so upset yesterday. We had a police chase that literally went right past my door. I pulled out my camera real quick and I'm going to take a movie. And once you know it, after I checked, I took one good still. It was so upsetting. I had I counted them, 9 police cars chasing this red pickup truck. Not only that, the guy turned around, came back down the street, and I missed him the second. Well, actually, I didn't even have it out fast enough the first time, but then he came back around with all 9 police cars and 1 police helicopter chasing him. It was funny as could be. Well, not funny for the guy being chased or the policeman chasing him because they didn't know what to expect, but it sure gave us an entertaining afternoon. Matt, how are things over in Ireland? And Andrew, how are things in England today? And did you guys catch the beginning? I went over, let's see, I did go over the crazy things that Uncle Bill introduced today were a weight chart, workout chart, basically. Now, these are nice to have if you don't have any gym equipment or you don't want to use gym equipment. There's all sorts of exercises we can do. And like Andrew knows from my strict exercise program, Uncle Bill's exercise program, which if anybody's interested in, just put a comment down below and I will put the links in to the comments and answering. There's 2 free, no obligation. You don't even have to give your email or anything. All you got to do is click the link and pull it down, and it is 2 Google Docs, one for tracking your activities, and the other one with Uncle Bill's exercise methodologies. Over the years, 64 short years on this earth, I have learned both the wrong way to lose weight and the right way to lose weight. The wrong way is to shortcut the system, which I did, and I paid the price. All right. So it's been, and with the vibration platform, I answered it hopefully adequately for you, Andrew. And Matt missed the beginning, so we'll bring you up to date, Matt. All right. 5 crazy things. Backpack, number 1. This is the one that I'm going to use for the next thing, which is number 2, pennies. Because they're so small and they work great, I'm going to take 8 pounds worth of pennies and put them in the backpack. So I'm going to compare a weighted vest, which has the weight evenly distributed, to a backpack, which will have it not as evenly, but we'll see what the difference is. I'm anticipating it'll pull more on my shoulders. Then we also have just any strap will do for all sorts of exercises and stretches. You can stretch to work out your shoulders, and you can use it for back scratcher. I mean, these things are just so handy to have. What I had these for was for my cross-country trip last week, which was to my mother's, and that was about 10, 12-hour days because of the transit. I took the bus, which I prefer, going to the airport. That way I don't have to worry about my car. And for $2.50 in San Diego, because I'm a senior, It actually only costs $1.25 per bus ride. So I take 2 buses to get to the airport, and then I don't have to worry about parking my car. I don't have to worry about having my car security, paying for parking my car. It's in my driveway. It helps also for deterring thieves because there's a car there. People are going to think somebody's home. All right, so next thing, stress ball, gold shim. That was there. All right, so we got everything and everybody's up to date. Anybody got any more questions? I love questions. Yeah, exactly. Your very own weight vest. And I'm going to call it a DIY, even though it's not really technically a DIY because you're not making the backpack. But for $5, you can't even get the material for making a DIY vest. You got to admit, this thing from Walmart, if I would say the best value item I've gotten all year, it's this thing, because I liked it so much I actually bought 2 of them. One for having a bug out bag for my car, and the other one for an everyday pack that's smaller than my other ones. I'm surprised at how little the difference is between a 10-liter backpack and a 20-liter backpack. The 10-liter carries a lot of groceries. A whole big sack of potatoes I can fit in that thing. How many pennies is 8 pounds? I do not know, Bridget, but I will find out. We could get my scale and do it right now if you guys are interested. And Matt, how's the new camera equipment? I'm so jealous. Like you said, it costs as much as what, your first child, I think you said. Although I'm not jealous in the fact that I'm sure there's a million more settings on that camera than there are on this little bugger. I mean, this guy has seen better days, but he still takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Except yesterday, like I said, I had the switch. Instead of having it flipped all the way to the bottom, it was flipped all the way to the top. It was, I'm talking and thinking I'm filming, and of course, in the excitement, I didn't notice there was no orange dot showing, so my bad. I've actually been really snowed under with edits, so no time to play. Oh, sorry to hear that. Have you, as far as edits go, is it because your machine's going slow or because you have a lot of edits to make? Yeah, I do like point and shoot. And these are my B-roll cameras and sometimes A-roll cameras. The nice thing about this is I can get it out and take a picture faster than I can with a phone. And a lot of times, by the time you get your phone ready, turned on, and speaking of which, is anybody familiar with the Google Pixel 4a phone by any chance? I'm thinking of replacing my phone, which is this one right here, Samsung S6, with the Google Pixel 4a. And the reason for that is I'm going to have to change the battery on the Samsung S6 anyways. Might as well get a new phone. It's a roll camera. Who's got a roll camera? I have 50-minute and 20-minute film to edit. Whoa, not for YouTube, but for festivals. Oh, wow. For festivals, it'd be a lot more intricate. You'd have the end credits and the starting credits and much better music. Well, not much better music, but more precise, more precision editing. Do you enter the Newport Film Festival by any chance, Matt? And would you like me to? Do you have my email, by the way, Matt? If you don't, just take my name, reverse it, and put Gmail behind it, or Uncle Bill Dube at gmail.com. That'll get to me too. Google Pixel is supposed to be great for video. Yes, it is supposed to be great for video. It does HD video, from what I've been told. I actually, after having a phone that I just want something that actually will do the internet and also will have a little bit longer battery life. It's the battery life that's the killer on the phones these days, to me. Everybody has, all right, haven't entered Newport. Would like to, it'd be great to check it out. I'll send you the info. Actually, let me look it up right now. Maybe I can. Just a second. Seeing as we're all here. And if anybody's got any other questions, Beach Film Festival. All right. All right. I'm not sure if that is it. All right. There we go. Oh, it's got really complicated. Here you go, Matt. I'm going to have it right in there for just a second. Boom, boom. There we go. NewportBeachFilmFestival.com. And they also have a link right on that page I saw where you can submit a film. If you have any trouble, give me a holler and I will see what I can do for you. I did 2 years ago film reviews. It was a blast. It was like YouTube. You know, you're watching films, except you write in a critique. And the problem that they had with them is that the critiques, you'd be critiquing documentaries, dramas, film animation, and all the critiques were the same format, which really didn't, to me, you know, when you're talking about content or emotions, yes, but other stuff, it didn't cross over. It will more so now after learning more about YouTube and film. It will be Film Freeway. We'll check it out. Yeah. What is B-roll? B-roll, Bridget, is anything that isn't your main film. And correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, because you guys know more than I do about filmmaking. At least that's my interpretation. B-roll can be additional pictures that you show up in a corner over here. I might show somebody working out on over here, or a top shot when I'm cooking. The video that has your main subject in it and the main storyline would be your main video, I guess. I hope I answered that. Any questions I haven't answered, Bridget? The 50-minute, 20-minute. Wow, Matt, and I appreciate you dropping in, seeing as you have so much to, because when you say 50-minute and 20-minute video, you and I both know that for every minute of that video is probably an hour. So you probably got 50 hours to do on the 50-minute video and 20 hours to do on the 20-minute video. And it could be a lot more than that, depending on how you shot the video. If you shoot like me, it's so. I think for every minute I have of video, I've probably shot a good 10 or 15 minutes of video. You know, so in other words, if I have a 6-minute video, I've probably shot about 10 times of that in the actual video, and then the editing's a lot more. Oh, I did speaking of editing, Thumbnail Hacks. I don't know if any of you guys have gone over to visit that channel. This week, my thumbnail hacks video, which I'm going to be releasing, which will be my own, surprise, surprise, because the other videos, the two that I've done over the last 2 weeks, have actually just been a short critique video introducing another person's thumbnail hacks. Like I said, that channel, my intent on thumbnail hacks is to become a central repository for people's ideas on thumbnails, on thumbnail hacks, on different ways, on different programs. I was amazed while I was working on doing my thumbnail hacks videos and getting the channel set up to find out that TubeBuddy actually has a little way within TubeBuddy to do a thumbnail. I was like amazed. And not only that, it works similar to the YouTube Studio, but at the same time, the slice that you get, like YouTube Studio, you get a choice between, I think, 4 frames on your film to pull for your actual thumbnail. With thumbnail hacks, you can pull any frame from your video actually while you're in YouTube Studio at the same time. It's an amazing little tool. I like it. There's six terabytes of footage. Oh my God. My backup drive for all of my stuff is only 8 terabytes. I can just, oh man, what a nightmare. I forgot you shoot in, what is it, 6K that you shoot in? It's not even 4K. It's the next step up. And Matt, I think I told you my story about 4K, but I'll tell it one more time because I think it's just funny as anything. I was wondering why when I uploaded in 4K, sometimes my lips are out of sync and everything's all wonky. And I decided, oh, I'm going to dig deep and I'm going to find out why this is happening to me, because I know all about computers. At least I thought I did. So I chased it down, and my motto's always been, you go as fast as your slowest link. So I checked my computer. I even doubled the RAM on this thing. And I get down to it and I go, well, what size is 4K? So I looked up 4K size, and then I realized, oh, my monitor does its best to show 4K. And it actually, you can see a picture in 4K for a while. But if you're doing a video, it starts to lag out very shortly into the video. If it's a short video, you can watch the whole 4K video on my monitor. But seeing as it's an HD monitor, it doesn't specify that it'll do 4K. And so there I was, it was my, wow, I could have had a V8 minute, because I realized the reason why my observation of 4K videos was so cloudy is that I can't show it on my monitor the way my computer and my graphics card and everything else was 4K, although my graphics card doesn't specifically say 4K on it, but it says that it'll do the resolution of 4K. So I'm assuming that it'll do 4K. Then again, we all know what it is when you assume. Yeah. That's exactly what it was. Is I think my monitor is the cause. I still haven't bucked up for a 4K monitor, but now I know what is lagging out on this, or I think I know. As you know from buying your camera, I mean, I bet after you bought your camera, you had to upgrade everything. Your computer, you definitely had to upgrade all of your storage equipment. I mean, 6 terabytes for one project. I can only imagine the size of all of the hardware that you have just for storage. Wow. How many terabytes do you have at your facility, Matt? Is it the size of a car? No. Oh, I have another storage story that's kind of funny. You can change the monitor settings, though, that would resolve the. No, I can't. I physically can't go 4K on the monitor. It says it won't, but we'll see. It's all money. Yes. It's like my grandfather used to say, money isn't everything, but it's very soothing to the nerves. $3K and $6K cameras on one shoot. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, Andrew, if you haven't, well, I think you've checked out Matt's work. It's amazing. I love that one with the birds, and the way you had that one bird right before, and it was just coming over the bridge. Amazing. And that was just one of your fun videos, wasn't it? All right. I've done 16 terabyte, 2.12 terabyte drives, 10 terabyte external drive. And you probably have more than that linked up too. It's funny how a lot of people are talking about actually networking all those drives too. I think that it's probably more efficient to just hook it up straight up to your computer. All right, so I'm doing that one for exercise, and for cooking the following week, I'm thinking of doing an air fryer video because I have that new air fryer and I have done a lot of fun things with that thing. I've just about got my French fry technique down so that I'm happy with that, as it was one of the main reasons why I bought the Insky air fryer. Wait, what? Me and Andrew are subscribers. Yes. Cool. I know you guys are my subscribers. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm curious because I don't show my subscribers on my channel. Do you think that's hurting me? Do you think I should probably start showing all the people, not who subscribes to me, but who I subscribe to? Because I got thinking about it. I think that's what you would do more when you're a big YouTuber. I mean, I got visions of being a big YouTuber, but seeing as I'm such a small fry, I might as well show all the big fries and other small fries and everybody else that I subscribe to. I'm thinking that it might not hurt the channel at all. And as it's the videos that people are more interested in 9 times out of 10, I don't see the harm of showing all of my subscribers. I mean, subscriptions. Sorry, using the wrong word there. Subscriptions. What week is it? It's 19. It's week 19, year 2020, the year of beer. See, last year was fear. This year is beer. Everybody's going to drink their beer. I was told it hurts a channel But YouTube told me it actually helps a channel to show them, right? Yeah, because I was told the exact same thing. And it's funny because I was told the exact same thing from one of my mentors that I follow that also said that lives are not a good thing. And then within a couple of months, they were saying that lives are a good thing. So I think we need to be more like blades of grass and bend with the wind. So I think I think right after this live, I'm going to change over and show every single subscriber that I subscribed. I mean, every single subscription that I have, because it's just, I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times when I subscribe to a channel and they don't show that I'm subscribed to that channel, you kind of like go, or that they're subscribed. When people say I can't even talk today. When people say they subscribe to your channel, it's fun to go back to their channel and see that they're telling you the truth. And if they aren't showing their subscriptions, you never know. Not that it really matters. I don't know where we all get that mindset that it really matters if we click and subscribe. It's the ringing the bell. That's the tell. Oh man, I should coin that. Oh, I had a cool thing that I came up, an epiphany today. And let me share it with you guys if I can find it. Where is it? All my other good stuff. Oh, live notes? Maybe it's in here. Okay. We all have to adjust to where we are in life now, not where we were or where we will be in the future. That was my epiphany. I thought that was kind of cool. I hope you guys did too. Lives can be good, but when some go on for 3 hours, don't bother, LOL. Well, guess what? In 15 minutes, this live will be done. I'm keeping it to 1 hour today. Even if somebody comes in at the last minute. Last live was so funny because it was like, oh, I'm going to cut it. And then we have Sean to come in. Then we have Virginia. I think she came in, and it was funny. Yogi Bill. Yeah, Matt, I do have my moments. I do have my moments. Just like the fact that I've realized that, although I don't have one here, almost every knife in the world can be turned into a prepper knife with just a mill and bastard file, and you file on the back. And if you get a nice 90-degree angle on the back of that knife, it will be able to strike a ferro rod, get a spark, and make a fire. As a matter of fact, I have a feeling that because of the way ferro rods are constructed, that you could do the same thing with a 90-degree angle with just about any material that could cut into the ferro rod. Even glass would probably do a spark if you tried. I haven't tried it yet. That could be another thing. Broken glass on a ferro rod. I love little gadgets, though. As anybody who knows me knows that, oh, I just realized I burnt this is a very forgiving MP3 player. I can't count the number of times that I've drawn down the charge on it, and now is another one of the many. I forget, and I leave the thing switched on, which I did. I was going to show you the display on it. The only problem with this one, even though it's nearly indestructible, it's made out of aluminum. It's pretty expensive, but the thing is you get a lot with it. I mean, it's $33, I think, on Amazon. But that said, it's got great sound. I've used it actually on a regular stereo, except this display, which you can't read now, that's the same way it would look if I took it out in the sun and it was working at the moment. Right now, it's not working because Uncle Bill just drained the battery again. I had it switched on and forgot to turn it off. Well, anybody got any more questions? Okay, so I got a question for you, Andrew. Exercise-wise, has everything been working out well? Are you up to 10 minutes of 20 minutes activity, or do you not want to discuss? Because I know we were talking about that, and it's a slow progress, and just we need to find time in the day. The thing that Uncle Bill has been working on finding time for is something totally different than exercise, and that is working out up here, because unfortunately dementia runs in my family, and even my adopted family it runs in, or I guess you would call that step family, whatever. Yeah, stepmother would be step family. So unfortunately, when I went back east, and as I expected, she's going through dementia at the time, and I bought her a 35-piece puzzle, nice, cute puzzle, because I heard she likes puzzles, and the less pieces, the better. The aide said that she used. My brother had brought her a simple puzzle a long time ago. And then my progress report was that it took her about an hour and a half to do the puzzle, but at least she enjoyed it. And that was the important thing. And it had a nice picture, Pat. I mean, Pat. Pat is her name. And I was thinking Matt, and I said Pat. All right. Losing weight, not fast enough. Hey, that is something that it isn't a marathon. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And if you're losing weight, Andrew, it's not about losing weight. It's about getting mobility and flexibility. Those are the two things you should be keying on. And I'm pretty sure that I put in my instructions to only weigh yourself once a week. I hope that you're sticking to that, because, and if I didn't put that in there, I should have. And should have, I hope I don't should all over myself, but the losing of weight is not something, look, it took us all these years to get to wherever we're at. And we have to figure that we need to be patient in getting back to our youth. And there's a lot of our youth that we can't get back to. I mean, especially for me, realistically, my throat ain't never coming back. I'm going to feel like I have strep throat on a daily, hourly thing, because the back end of my throat is fried. It ain't coming back. Every Monday. Perfect. Now, do you weigh yourself at the same time every Monday? That is critical, because probably best to do it first thing you wake up on Monday morning to weigh yourself. And that would be the easiest thing to do. And the other reason I do it at the morning, because there's no telling how much water I'm going to take in, and there's no telling how much food I'm going to take in. So the morning is where Uncle Bill weighs the least amount, usually. 9 a.m. in the morning. Perfect. If that's when you get up, that's when you weigh yourself. I mean, as soon as you get in, put on, if you're like me, you put on your glasses, go take, boom, there, done. Weighed. Now, if you guys haven't tried lumosity.com, give it a try. It's free. You can do 3 games for free. It helps to tune up your brain a little bit. And the games seem stupid as anything. But if you improve on them, you eventually will see improvements in your mental clarity. And I know when I don't play them, that yeah, I can feel the difference. All right, anybody that I missed? All right. Oh, wait a second. Nurses? I can't believe that nurse said that to you. That is not encouraging. That is not what you tell a patient, because anybody who, whoa, I'd almost think about getting a different nurse if that's what she said. I mean, progress. That's all we can ask for at this juncture. I think after you're 50 years old, to ask us to do anything more than make progress is unreasonable. I always think that it must be difficult for someone who is a chef to keep the weight off, Andrew, especially if you've seen his, well, I know you've seen his cooking. God, if I was near Andrew, Uncle Bill would be at least 10, 15 pounds heavier. You have some great looking food, Andrew. And your mom cooks amazing desserts. Oh, we have 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Actually, 8 more minutes. I looked at the wrong clock. My wall clock I have running fast because it's an LCD clock that actually loses time over time. So rather than having it drag behind my computer, I'd rather have it in front of my computer. Oh, you know what? I find, oh God, whose channel? I think it is Andrew's. Before doing a review or watching a bunch of Andrew's stuff, I make sure my stomach's full. I really do. I'm not kidding. Because if I have an empty stomach, it's funny about watching. I mean, tell me if this happens to you, Matt. I watch Andrew's video on an empty stomach, I'm going to go eat twice as much food. But if I watch his videos on a full stomach, eating half as much beforehand. In other words, if I eat a normal amount and I have a full stomach, if I watch it, then I can just drink some water and resist. But if I'm hungry, oh man, half that refrigerator will be gone. I'm going to share, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to share one of my weight losing tips. Now, I don't usually buy sweets. And when I do, usually the sweets don't last more than about maybe an hour. Because I could buy a dozen donuts and I will eat 6 of them in one sitting. So that's Uncle Bill. If it's sweets, I'm going to eat it. These, I don't know if you guys have the snack pack puddings or pudding cups. Now, what you do is you buy yourself some pudding like this, and you say, I'm going to only eat 1 or 2 of these a day. I love ice cream. And the trick is you take these and you freeze them. These are actually frozen. If I drop it, you can hear it. See, it kind of clunks like a solid because it is solid. These are ice right now. And when they freeze, they are very close to like ice cream. And they don't have, I think they're like 100 calories a piece. Yeah, 100 calories. So little indulgence, why not? And that, in addition to only being 100 calories, it's easier for portion control. The same goes true if I buy a gallon of ice cream. That thing will only last 1 or 2 days because portion control, it's hard to do portion control with ice cream, especially seeing as that second and third and fourth and fifth scoop is just so good. It's tasty. So there is it's difficult because my 91-year-old doesn't like weight loss food. So I end up making things she likes. And you know what? Do you have a neighbor, Andrew? Neighbors, I mean, any of your neighbors would love to get your food. I mean, like you said, your 91-year-old mom, she can only eat so much of it. Yeah, yes. Watching Andrew's videos without having eaten is like going shopping hungry. Have I missed any questions, Bridget? Are you still here, Bridget? Bridget is my moderator, hasn't piped in for the last couple of minutes. She's probably on the phone. She's got a lot of business that she's working with on right now. I bought Bridget a tripod last week so that we could do a video conference with my mom. My mom loved it. Oh, good. You're around. Yay. See, what happens is if I don't know if other YouTubers have special stuff. I mean, all I'm using is the YouTube platform. So if a person is not typing or active in chat, after a while, they drop off my participants window, including my moderator. Any last minute questions? Matt, I'm going to check out your channel too because I'm negligent in both of them. And I'm going to catch up with Andrew's and I'm catch up with Matt's. And Bridget, when you start doing stuff, I'll catch up with yours too. And also I'm going to change over because we discussed it. I'm going to make all of my subscriptions public because that's the way to go. I like it. Fighting sleep. Oh no, sorry, Bridget. Well, nieces and nephews, we're going to draw this to a close. Thank you very much. This is Climb Week, synonymous for physical activity. We're going to be checking out that vest. This has been the Uncle Bill Variety Channel where we cook, we camp, we create, we critique, we climb, metaphorical for physical activity. On the Q&A, though, we will talk about anything. Thank you very much and have a great day. Every day this side of the dirt is a great day. So go out there, have some fun, stay COVID safe, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.